audience. You've been a great audience all night. You got some more energy? You're ready for the home stretch? Everybody, big round of applause for Taylor Stapleton.
So funny that Andrew was talking about smoking weed with your parents, because I've been thinking a lot about, like, there were some fifth graders recently, and one of them brought gummies to school, like dummy worms, and they're like, oh my God, this is why you can't. It's not from Utah, first of all, but that kid knew what he was doing. And everyone's like, he didn't know. It's like, that kid was in fifth grade, he knew. Because when my best friend, Jen, she was smoking weed with her dad at that age, but he made her buy it. And that's how you teach somebody not to smoke weed. I go to therapy, I think a lot of people do here, or they're liars. But I go to therapy, and my therapist is pretty cool, except for, like, I don't like to talk to him about a lot of things, so I kind of turn it on him, like, well, how are you, Corey? How's your traveling? And one day he just stopped me mid-sentence. He's like, Taylor, I would never pay to talk to you. Like, so why are you doing this? And I'm just like, well, I don't want to be sad anymore. He's like, exactly. I'm unemployed, and lately he hasn't been charging me, and it's kind of embarrassing. Like, I don't know if he feels bad for me or he's just really bad at his job. But either way, I guess I'm paying. He wouldn't pay for me, so why am I paying for him? Anyway, that's the point. One of the reasons I go is because I've always had intrusive thoughts, and I think we all do, right? Like, I've had them since I was a kid. My best friend and I would come home from church and we'd play funeral. And, as I got older, like, I'm like, God, I want to kill myself, but I'm so vain. Like, I cannot kill myself, because I'm like, this would be so embarrassing. What if I put a toaster in the tub, people came and saved me, but they're like, that girl is eating in the tub. That's embarrassing. Or like, what if I just drove off a bridge? I don't like people seeing me on my period because I don't want them to know I'm bloated. Driving into the water is just going to exemplify that. And also, I'm a feminist. I don't want men to think I'm driving bad, and that's why I was also thinking, my therapist told me, he's like, if you ever think that you're suicidal, put your medication high in the closet. Your ADHD is going to take over in those suicidal moments. You're not going to want to find them. Fair. I know, you don't have to cover your mouth. It's fine. I'm not going to kill myself. I have, one of my intrusive thoughts, I used to play Sims a lot, and this is my always the weirdest intrusive thought, because it's like you get to make your own life. So I got to do things in it. And I had a baby in the game, because I'm like, I'm never going to have one in real life. So I got a baby. I'm like, this sucks. And I put it on the barbecuer to see what would happen. It died. Fun fact though, I'm a mom. And I have a Traeger, I have no idea how to use it, so she's safe. I'm not seeing a lot of red Miatas anymore. Kind of makes me worried. I'm hitting my midlife crisis age, but I don't see those, so I don't know what we're supposed to do anymore. I think that during the pandemic, I think we all just were like, you know what, sourdough starts. MLMs are kind of fading out. Maybe we'll do sourdough starts. That's for women. Most white men, mediocre white men, they're like, let's start cults. And that's what they do. And I think it's because, they need to pay the rent too. I think also, cheating used to be a midlife crisis. Now we have polyamory. Again, because we need to pay the rent. It's very high. Do you think you can start a cult? Do you think you have charisma? I don't know, he's kind of embarrassed. He kind of thinks he can. I can't start a cult. Again, I have ADHD. Not gonna happen. I would be the best person to start a cult. But I'm horrible at leading it because I would forget about it in 2 weeks. I almost mastered it, I'm done. But if you do want to start a cult, just give monogram scaling cups. It's gonna work. You'll get the women. They won't kill themselves, but they'll drink the Kool-Aid. I am a mom. It's fine. I'm 50-50 with my ex-husband, so it's like I get my time, he gets his time. But there are just things that people don't tell you about having kids. Like when she started talking, I had to talk back. She is so uninteresting. She has nothing in common with me. And it's like, okay, yeah, fucking Paw Patrol. Cool. We don't let her watch Cocomelon because I learned my lesson when Caillou was on. She's cool, she's a sponge. Kids are sponges, so you gotta be good. Because one day she walked into our kitchen when we were married, and she just walks up and she's like, she's 3 by the way, she goes, being a mom means you're strong and sad. Me and my husband are just like, holy shit, who told her? I didn't tell her because when I'm sad, I go to Target. Because when I'm done being sad, I get a little treat for being happy. She just started losing her teeth, which is another thing I didn't think of. And it's disgusting. Because she had sharp teeth for a minute, which means she had teeth behind the teeth that should be gone. And I'm like, I'm not gonna pull them. I hope that's on your dad's time. And then I was cleaning, and she wouldn't let us pull it. She's kind of a baby. She's 5, but I was cleaning my house and I see this rock, and I'm like, oh God, is she collecting rocks now? I pick it up, I'm like, oh my God, she lost a tooth. And I call my ex-husband, I'm like, can you go look at her mouth? I think she has a missing tooth. And now she was missing the tooth. And then a couple days later, it happened again. She won't let us pull her teeth. And now I have this fear where everybody has those dreams where your teeth are falling out. I have a dream that her teeth are falling out, and I have to deal with it. One must think that's really cool about her. Well, it's not. Kids are annoying, but they don't listen the first time, so you gotta tell them, it's the rule of threes, right? So the first time it's like, hey, Della, can you come clean up your mess? She just looks at me like, God, fuck no. The second time, hey, Della, you need to clean up your mess. And she just stares at me like I'm an idiot. And then I'm like, okay, gentle parenting. Get on her level. It's like, get the fuck over here. Anyway, I'm Taylor Stapleton. Have a great night.